When I saw Demi Moore win that Golden Globes, I was like, yes.
Oh, totally.
It felt like justice.
Yeah.
This isn't just about her performance, about her whole career.
Yeah.
And, all the iconic roles and the resilience.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like the universe was aligning.
Yeah.
Her winning for a film about, a woman rediscovering her strength.
Right.
And that mirroring Demi's own story.
Exactly.
Makes you think about how art imitates life and vice versa.
Yeah, it's so true. We're talking about a woman who went from like a really tough childhood to being like the highest paid actress in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And faced so much scrutiny and so many personal challenges.
Yeah.
So today,
Yeah.
we're going deep on Demi Moore.
Yes.
We're going to trace her journey and like uncover all those moments that just make her story so compelling.
And we have this amazing biography to guide us.
Yes.
Demi Moore, rising from the ashes to shine brighter than ever.
I love that title.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It really gives you like the complete picture from the early struggles all the way to the top.
Yeah. And one thing that really stuck with me was how her childhood like really shaped her.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, born in Roswell, New Mexico.
Wow.
Absent father, a mother battling addiction.
Yeah.
Dropped out of school at 16.
It's like those early hardships, I feel like for a lot of people would send them down a totally different path.
Yeah.
But for her, it was like fuel.
Yes.
It ignited this like inner fear.
Oh, right.
She was determined to take control and write her own story.
And she did.
And she did.
Which brings us to the Brat Pack era.
Oh, yes.
Okay, for anyone who doesn't know, the Brat Pack was like the group of young actors in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they were like the heartthrobs.
Huge.
Think like Timothée Chalamet or Zendaya today.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that level of cultural impact.
Totally.
And she bursts onto the scene with St. Elmo's Fire.
Such a good movie.
And she becomes like a household name overnight.
Yeah. But even with that success, she had to face like the double standard of like ambition and being assertive,
Yeah.
Those were qualities that were like applauded in men.
Yeah.
But for women, it was a different story.
Especially a young woman.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think she was labeled as difficult.
I know.
Just for wanting to be taken seriously.
Knowing her worth.
Exactly. And it makes you think about how much has changed.
Yeah.
But also how much further we still have to go.
100%.
It's like she wasn't just asking for a seat at the table.
Right.
She was demanding it.
She was like, this is my voice and you're going to hear it.
Yes.
This is my talent.
Yes. And she didn't back down.
No.
And it paid off because then we go to the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, boom, mega stardom.
Ghost, A Few Good Men, Indecent Proposal.
I mean, she was everywhere.
She was everywhere, breaking records, highest paid actress.
Yeah.
Shattering those glass ceilings.
But with that level of fame comes a whole other level of scrutiny.
It's like the double bind, right? We celebrate women for their achievements, but then we criticize them for every personal choice.
Yeah.
Like whether it was her marriage to Bruce Willis or her relationship with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Or just like the constant focus on her body.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's like they couldn't let her win.
Yeah. And all this while she was struggling,
Oh, yeah.
self-worth, body image issues.
But like, how do you even function under that kind of pressure?
Yeah. It would be so easy to just crumble.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
She didn't.
She didn't.
She used it.
She did it.
It became fuel.
She took control of the narrative in a different way.
Yes.
Her memoir, Inside Out.
That book,
So good.
game changer.
She laid it all out there.
Yeah.
Addiction recovery.
It was raw.
It was honest.
It was human.
It wasn't just like celebrity gossip.
No.
It was real.
And I think that's why it resonated with so many people.
Absolutely.
It wasn't about being perfect or pretending to have it all figured out.
It was about saying, hey, it's okay to not be okay.
Yes.
And it's okay to ask for help.
I mean, it must have taken so much courage to be that vulnerable.
Oh, yeah, especially in the public eye.
Yeah.
But in sharing her story, she gave other people permission to share theirs.
Yes.
And it was like this collective exhale, like
Yeah.
we're not alone.
Totally. And she turned her pain into purpose,
Yeah.
helping to destigmatize addiction and mental health.
Huge.
And then years later,
Yeah.
there she is,
Golden Globes.
winning for a film about rising from the
A
ashes.
full circle moment.
It really was.
Powerful.
And her acceptance speech.
Oh my gosh. Chills.
This isn't just about a performance, it's about perseverance.
Yes.
To anyone who feels like they're drowning, know this. The tide always turns.
So good. And it's clear she's lived it.
She has.
But, it's not just about her acting career or her personal struggles.
She's also been so vocal about so many important causes. Yes. She's a true advocate for women's rights, mental health awareness, and addiction recovery.
She doesn't just lend her name.
No.
She's out there working.
She's making a difference.
Yeah.
Like, did you know she's been a huge advocate for survivors of sexual assault?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's worked with organizations like GMS to raise awareness and provide support.
That's amazing.
It's inspiring to see someone use their platform to amplify these issues.
And to fight for real change.
Yeah, her journey is a powerful reminder that we can all turn our struggles into purpose and growth.
Yeah.
But how does she actually do it?
Right. What are like the practical steps?
Yeah.
That's a great question. And one of the things that really stands out to me about her approach is it's her willingness to be vulnerable.
Oh, totally. It's like she's not afraid to show her scars.
Literally and figuratively.
Right.
I mean, remember that Vanity Fair cover where she posed nude while pregnant? I mean, people were talking about that forever.
Oh my gosh, it sparked so much debate.
Yeah.
Body image motherhood.
Huge.
People criticized her, praised her.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing.
It was like you either loved it or you hated it.
Yeah, and she could have just retreated
totally
after all that backlash.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
She didn't. She used it as a way to start a conversation about important issues.
Yeah, and it's like that quote from her memoir.
Yeah.
I had to lose myself to find myself.
So good.
It's about going through the darkness.
Yeah.
To come out stronger.
Like a pearl.
Yes.
Exactly. Just like pressure and irritation create something beautiful.
It does. But sometimes those pearls, they feel more like burdens than treasures.
Totally.
So how did she manage to see the value in her struggle?
Especially when they were so public, like everyone was watching.
I think a big part of it is her commitment to just personal evolution.
Yeah.
Always seeking new knowledge, different spiritual practices, working on herself.
She's not afraid of therapy. Self-help.
No.
It's like she's always striving to be better.
Yeah, and that's so key.
Yeah.
Because resilience isn't something you're born with.
No, it's a muscle.
Yes.
You got to work it.
You got to work it. And just like Demi, we can all choose to actively work on ourselves.
Yeah.
Heal our wounds.
Build our strength.
Yes. What if instead of avoiding discomfort or pretending we have it all figured out, we embraced those messy parts?
Yeah.
What if we saw them as opportunities?
Ooh, I love that.
To grow.
That's a powerful shift.
Yeah. And Demi embodies this.
Yeah.
In so many ways.
Like her career.
Yes.
She didn't let Hollywood define her.
No.
She broke barriers.
Equal pay.
Advocating for causes.
She ripped up the old Hollywood script.
She did.
And wrote her own.
On her own terms.
It makes you think about your own life.
Yeah.
Are you living someone else's script?
Or are you writing your own?
Ooh, that's the question.
That's the question. And that's what we can learn from Demi.
Yeah.
It's about having the courage to question everything, challenge those limiting beliefs, and create a life that's truly yours.
And it's not just her career. She's been so open about motherhood.
Yeah.
3 daughters with Bruce Willis.
Yeah, and they have such a strong bond.
They do.
It's amazing how she navigated motherhood with all those eyes on her.
Yeah.
But she always put her kids first.
Always.
Created a supportive environment.
Yeah. And her daughters are successful in their own right.
They are.
Modeling acting music.
It's amazing.
And they talk about the lessons they learned from their mom.
Yeah. What did they say?
Strength, resilience, unwavering love.
Wow.
She broke the cycle.
It's beautiful. It's like a testament to the power of family and the legacy we create.
And it reminds us that even with all the chaos of fame, you can still have those strong, loving bonds.
Yeah, transcend the spotlight.
It's not always easy.
No.
But it's possible.
It is.
And it highlights how our personal growth impacts everyone around us.
Especially our kids.
Especially our kids. But, thinking about Demi and this whole rising from the ashes thing.
Yeah.
How many times do you think she had to reinvent herself?
To get to where she is now?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Because it wasn't like one defining moment.
Right.
It's been a constant evolution.
A constant reinvention.
Throughout her life.
And that's another aha moment.
What is it?
It's never too late.
Ooh, tell me more.
To start over.
Okay.
Rewrite your story.
Yeah.
Pursue a new passion.
I love it. It's so easy to get stuck thinking we're too old to change.
Not too late.
But Demi's like, nope, age is just a number.
Exactly.
The potential is limitless.
Limitless. It's like she's giving us permission to let go of what's not working and embrace the possibility of becoming better.
Yes, no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
And it's inspiring.
It is.
To see someone like Demi achieve so much and still keep evolving.
Yeah. But it's not just personal growth.
Right.
It's her dedication to these causes.
Yes, women's rights, mental health, addiction recovery.
It speaks volumes about her.
It does.
She's shining a light on these issues that are so often stigmatized.
Yeah, creating space for dialogue understanding.
It's walking the walk.
Yes. And it's something we can all do.
Right.
Whether we have a huge platform or not.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing our interconnectedness.
Yeah.
And that our actions, even small ones,
can have a ripple effect.
They do.
Yeah.
So we can all choose to be part of the solution.
Yes.
Not the problem.
100%. And, you know, I keep coming back to that Golden Globe win.
Me too.
For Phoenix Rising.
Yeah.
It was like a symbol of everything she's overcome.
It was.
And a testament to the power of resilience.
Her acceptance speech
gave me chills.
When she said, this isn't just about a performance, it's about perseverance.
Yes.
And to anyone who feels like they're drowning, know this. The tide always turns.
So powerful.
It was like she was speaking to our souls.
I know. She was saying, I've been there, I've fallen, I've stumbled, but I always get back up.
And you can too.
You can too.
But as much as we've talked about her public persona, her career, I'm still curious about the woman behind the icon.
Right. Like, who is Demi Moore when the cameras are off?
Exactly. And that leads us to a side of Demi.
Okay.
That's often overshadowed.
By the glitz and the glamour.
Yeah, her close friendships, her dedication to family.
Right. And that brings us to one final aha moment.
Okay, what is it?
It's the reminder that at the end of the day, the most important things are the connections we make, the love we share, and the impact we have on others.
It's like she's saying, yes, I'm an actress. Yes, I've had successes and failures. But at my core, I'm a woman who loves deeply and values the people in my life.
And that's a powerful message for all of us.
It's there. So as we wrap up this deep dive into the incredible life of Demi Moore, I want to leave you with one final thought. What's the one piece of advice you think Demi would give to her younger self, you know, knowing everything she knows now?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think if we look at her life, you know, there's this theme of authenticity that just keeps coming up.
Right from the very beginning.
Yeah.
She wasn't afraid to be herself.
No.
Even when it meant like going against the grain.
Exactly.
Challenging expectations.
Yeah. So I think her advice would be like, trust your gut.
Yeah.
Embrace who you are.
Be yourself.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to express that.
Even if it makes you stand out.
Even if it means, you know, making mistakes or stumbling.
Getting back up.
Yeah. Because that's where the growth is.
Right.
In those moments where you're like, oof, I messed up.
You learn.
Yeah, you figure it out.
And isn't that what her story is all about?
Totally.
It's like embracing the whole journey.
Yeah.
The ups and downs, the good, the bad.
All the imperfections.
All the imperfections, and using those experiences to fuel our evolution.
And recognizing that we're all works in progress.
Yes.
None of us have it all figured out.
No.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Demi Moore,
what's
the one takeaway you hope our listeners will, you know, carry with them?
I hope they remember that resilience is a practice.
Ooh, I like that.
It's not like a destination you arrive at.
Right.
It's showing up for yourself.
Every day.
Every single day, even when it's hard.
Even when you don't want to.
Choosing to grow and evolve.
And that vulnerability is not a weakness.
It's a superpower.
It really is.
It's how we connect with others, how we inspire change.
And ultimately create a more authentic life.
100%.
Well said.
Yeah.
And for everyone listening, what resonated most with you about Demi Moore's journey?
Yeah.
What will you carry forward into your own life?
Because remember, we all have that capacity for reinvention and growth.
We could all rise from the ashes.
And create a future that is both fulfilling and true to who we are.
So well said. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the life of Demi Moore.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration.